Welcome back, everybody, to This Is My Bourbon Podcast. I'm your host, Perry, and I am so happy to be welcoming you back. Not just to another episode, but to my favorite time of the year. That's right, folks. We have officially entered into the finest, the biggest, the most spectacular time in Timbip that happens once a year, 1 month out of every 12. It is, in fact, Big Ass August, where we here, or I here at This Is My Bourbon Podcast, celebrate not just my birthday month and celebrate my birthday, but also bring to you a bunch of bonus content, typically on Patreon, but we'll be doing some bonus stuff on the main feed, on the YouTube channel as well throughout the month. But it's a good chance for you to find out how you can support the show on a regular basis by also getting bonus content. You can head to patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast and get that bonus content. It comes out every single week. Every Monday, there is a bonus episode. Every Tuesday, there are the pregame chats. And every Tuesday as well, there is early access to the main episode of the podcast that you are listening to right now in your feed. But it is uncut, unedited, with some bonus content also for the Patreon listeners. That bonus stuff starts at the $5 and up tier, with other goodies that happen at other tiers as well. There's going to be a little bit of restructuring happening here soon, but not so much so that if you sign up now, you're going to be blindsided with new or extremely out-of-pocket benefits that you weren't outright expecting. You're still going to get what you pay for, but there are going to be good things coming your way very soon. But from the $1 and up tiers, you get access to the Discord for Patreon members only, hanging out, having a good time. It's wonderful. Throughout the month of August, throughout Big Ass August, there are going to be bonus episodes, as I said already. There's going to be the return of some Patreon-only content that I have not done in a while. The return of some familiar faces, not just to the Patreon, but also to the main feed as well, in the form of guests on the show. Some stuff I'll be recording throughout the month and then releasing into September as well. So we might be extending Big Ass August just a little bit, depending on how things look and how the release schedule goes. So stay tuned for all that. There's going to be hangouts just for Patreon. There will be live streams just for Patreon. More to come on that as well. There is, as of the release of this episode 2, a shirt with or a series of shirts and other merch with the Big Ass August logo on it, which you can see on screen right now if you are watching the video version, at the Threadless store. That's bourbonshop.threadless.com. That is just for the Patreon crew for the first couple of weeks of Big Ass August, and then towards the end, it will be available for everybody. I'm actually wearing one of the logo shirts for the podcast itself, the actual This Is My Bourbon Podcast logo, which I've had this shirt for a little while, and for some reason, I've just never worn it on camera. I don't know why, but you can check it out. You can get one of your own over there, bourbonshop.threadless.com, along with, that's Big Ass August shirt. We've got other stuff over there: stickers, skateboards, mugs, hats, all sorts of fun stuff. Beach towels, too. Plenty of good stuff. This is also, speaking of my birthday, my birthday episode, technically, because tomorrow, as of releasing, August 7th, today is August 6th when this episode comes out, but August 7th is my birthday. I'm turning 32 this year. And Can't believe it. And it's crazy to be doing a solo episode of the podcast. But yeah, that's where things sit. Celebrating the show very soon in 8 years of the podcast, celebrating 400 episodes here very, very soon. But we're kind of doing business as usual. There's nothing really like out of this world crazy, as there have been somewhat in years past. But I do have a pretty fun review lined up, so I hope you're excited for it. But regardless, as I always like to say on my birthday episodes, thank you all so much, as always, for all the support that you give. Thank you so much for letting me do this for as long as I have. This is always the highlight of my week, with getting to create these little slices of content and bringing them to you. It's been so wonderful seeing the community grow over the years and maintain some of these faces that stopped by on day one, practically, and then just continue to evolve over time. And it's meant a lot. It really has. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. From that, I'm going to say it's just a good feeling to be 32 as well. I meant to say that before I segued into Flying Blind, but there we are. And yeah, thank you. I love you all. I appreciate it. But yeah, the next segment of the show is Flying Blind, where I normally try something that I have either not had before or haven't had in a while and have kind of forgotten about. And today, a little bit of a different Flying Blind. I'm going to be doing somewhat of a tiny review, but also trying for the first time on camera. Batch 6 of Rare Character Limited Release Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. I did not misspeak there. This release is all Kentucky bourbon. In the past, sometimes it has been a blend of Kentucky and Indiana. Speaking with Chad, the blend, I think, ranges from as low as 6 years all the way up to like 13 or 14, if I'm not mistaken. The color on the bottle is pretty crazy. It's got this beautiful fox on the front. I don't remember the components that go into this, so I'm not going to speak too much further to that. I think I remember, but I don't want to say anything too specific because I could be wrong. That being said, though, I did open this the other evening with my father-in-law, Brett, and our buddy, Josh, and I wanted to actually try this on camera. So not a true Flying Blind, but at least something that is relatively new to the podcast and something I've never talked about on the show at all. So poured it up. Let's check it out. Cinnamony, caramelly. It's a little bready, too, oddly enough. Bit of a citrus boost on the nose as well. Specifically kind of like lemony. Bit of red berries. Overall, just a very interestingly well-balanced nose. Hints of chocolate, too. All right. Cheers, folks. Let's get into it. Up front. Up front, it's actually quite cakey. It kind of has a birthday cake note to it. I'm not gonna lie. Funny enough. Almost at times leans towards carrot cake too, as it kind of like dances around the tongue. But it primarily to me kind of leans towards this like baked goods profile, but it's not without some like slightly savory notes as well. It kind of is like being in the kitchen while all of a Thanksgiving dinner is being made. Man, that is delightful. Mini review, I guess. The finish is really, really long, too. Just a nice, long finish on there. Mini review, I guess I'll go nose, palate, finish, and price. These are $90 a bottle, right? I got to check to make sure. I don't want to get it wrong. $80 a bottle. Sorry. Nose 3.5, palate 4, finish 4, price 4. This is a killer release. I mean, genuinely one of my favorites. I almost went 4.5 on the finish. 15.5 out of 20. Just spectacular. Well done, Shade. You did good, man. This is a good one. I won't be getting 7 because 7 was just for Jay, Take, and his celebrating 10 years of Take, which, cool. That man's going all out with this celebration. I am just like stunned at how many different little releases are happening for his 10-year anniversary. I'm baffled by it. But yeah, Rare Character Limited Release Batch 7 is just for Jay. So maybe someday. We'll see. Let's talk about what I've been drinking recently. Specifically, I can point to going to my father-in-law's house, as I said earlier. Going to old Brett's house, drinking with him, with our buddy Josh, our buddy Michael, and bringing over a few of these Rare Character single barrels that were sourced from distilleries that I probably will not reveal, but were fun to bring to them blind and say, I know where they're from. I want you to guess where they are from. And I couldn't tell if they really truly knew what they were guessing off of, or if they were just kind of shooting in the dark. But either way, they did pretty well until it got to the last one, and they both were thrown off entirely because it was a little off profile. And I just kind of was I just kind of had to be like, I don't think you're gonna get it. But it was a fun little experiment. And then on my stream this past week, I reviewed Pabst Light at the kind of request of Tony Bag of Donuts, which I enjoyed. I like it. I think it's a good beer. Not my favorite, but I think it's pretty solid. And I look forward to having it around in some capacity, one way or another. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Yeah, I don't know. Not off of the top of my head, really. Otherwise, just kind of a lower key week, trying to get stuff done, I suppose. All right, y'all. From a birthday week review, the pour, I'm very excited about. I love what these folks do, even though primarily, of course, you might not think that I would be that interested in their products, but I am. What you might not know about me, if you're not a particularly long-time listener, viewer, supporter of the show, is that I do, in fact, even though this is a bourbon podcast, like scotch. It's not my go-to, but I do like it from time to time. I do find some, enjoyment in it. And when I was approached by my friend Amy, who is a wonderful PR person with doing some coverage for the folks over at The Perfect Fifth, I said, why the heck not? I figure I may as well. They also produce some bourbon products too, not just scotch. So this week, we're going to be taking a look at the newest release of their Canongate American whiskey. Now, this page on their website has not been updated to the 15-year that just came out, so we're going to be looking at instead the press release, talking specifically about this this bottle. They also had a 50-year-old Scotch that was released alongside this for $915. And I don't think we had the distillery that it came from. North of Scotland? Oh, no, North of Scotland is the distillery. Sorry. I thought it just said North of Scotland. I was wrong. And it's got a 91.2 ABV, or excuse me, proof. I was looking at 45.6 ABV. But yeah, we're specifically talking about the Canongate 15-year-old single-barrel American whiskey. From their press release, the second release, Canongate 15-year-old single-barrel American whiskey, is part of the brand's Born and Bottled series, which pays tribute to the spirited relationship between Kentucky and Scotland. This whiskey was distilled in Bardstown, Kentucky in 2009, spent 3 years aging in Kentucky, and was then sent to Scotland to age another 12 years before being bottled. The unique blend of Kentucky's tempestuous weather combined with Scotland's more temperate climate has resulted in a whiskey that I don't want to read the tasting notes of. It's a limited edition with only 236 bottles available in the U.S., and it's 63.53 ABV or 127 proof, and it's $185 per bottle, and it's a 750. It's not the 700 mil that we kind of see. Have seen more recently. It's available at retail in New York, New Jersey, and California, and also online at their website, theperfectfifth.com. So you can find that if you would like to. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description below for you to check out. It's not an affiliate link or anything. It's just for you to head to if you want to grab it. So 15 years old, $185. Spent 12 years aging in Scotland after 3 years of aging in Kentucky. Assuming, even though it says that it's an American whiskey, that this was probably a bourbon distillate. If I had the wherewithal to, ask them in the moment, it's also a Saturday at almost 5 o'clock. I would do so, but I don't want to disturb anybody. I want everybody to enjoy their weekend. But regardless, let's see what's happening on the nose. It's a little bit lighter in color, closer to like a honey or a honey syrup than an actual like 15-year-old bourbon would be, especially at 127 proof. But it does have pretty nice legs. I will say that much. Speaking of honey, there is honey for days on the nose. honey, ethanol, malt. Slight bit of like cedar on the nose too. It's a little bit creme brulee as well. What a note. Creme brulee of or adjacent to creme brulee. Yeah. I like it. It's not overstated. It's a little subtle. There's clear evidence of it having spent time, in both climates, for sure. Slightly floral. Very interesting. Very decadent. Not decadent's not the right word. It's got a lot of depth of character, I think is a better way to put it. Regardless. Cheers, folks. It's hot. It is hot. I'm of two minds about this. And the reason is not about like the quality of it. The two minds that I'm of is whether or not this is Heaven Hill or whether or not this is Barton. Because on the Perfect Fifth website, this old edition of the Canongate single barrel is listed as Heaven Hill, and I think all of their American whiskeys have been Heaven Hill before. But there's something about this one that reads more Barton to me. But I could be I could just be reading too much into it. It's got this like subtlety. Like this velvet subtlety right in the middle of the palate that is so interesting. And it's not really like a tasting note as much as it is like an experience. This is such an experience whiskey, so much more so than it is like a big, bold experience of flavor. Does that make sense? Like, for me, it's like, I want to see what I can get out of like trying this whiskey that was aged in these particular conditions as opposed to like seeing what the flavors are going to be produced. The malt is so strong. I just cannot get over. And maybe it is Heaven Hill then. I would guess, if I had to guess, based on all context clues, this is probably Heaven Hill. I've just never had any kind of Heaven Hill like this before. I'm just stunned. I'm stunned, I tell you. What an interesting whiskey this is. The finish definitely reads more in the realm of like a single malt or a non-peated Scotch. And I have to get out of the mindset of thinking like this is supposed to be a bourbon. Right? Because it's not. It's not really supposed to be a bourbon. This is like a Scotch drinker's bourbon or a non-peated Scotch drinker's bourbon. You know what really this leans more towards is something like a Dewar's. Like my grandparents were Dewar's drinkers. I think they would love this. they would have loved this. They're no longer with us. Fascinating. I'm going to take one more sip neat. And I'm going to do something I don't normally do, and that's add a drop of water because I don't have a whole lot left. I had to do a little chew, and I'm starting to get a milk chocolate, more mint, hints of like graham cracker as well. Really starting to pick up on, and I'm trying not to be too general, but like earthy, woodsy flavors as well. This really helped the finish by chewing it too. How peculiar. Oh, I added like exactly 1 drop of water. I'm going to try to get a second one. Oh, no. Oh, I added way too much. Oh, I just nuked it. All right, well, we're going to see what it's like at, I don't know, 60 proof. Shoot. Okay, it didn't like destroy it. It just didn't actually it helped bring out some more floral notes I wasn't getting before. I definitely added too much water, but it wasn't as much of a catastrophe as I thought it was about to be. Dang it. That was such a bummer. Audio listeners love you to death, but the video viewers get to see my full immediate reaction to how much water I added to that. It was such a disappointment. Anyway. Now I'm getting more like nutty notes too. Definitely a peanut, like a roasted peanut that was not coming out before, which was quite nice. I like that. Yeah. Helped it a lot to add the water. I'm not going to lie, even if it was a little bit too much, but it helped amplify some of the subtle flavors that were hiding in there. So, even if it was a mistake, it still worked out. Oh, well. As I said earlier, nose, palate, finish, and price is my review, how I review whiskeys on the show. Each category is out of 5, and a final score is given to you out of 20. The nose on here, I absolutely adored the nose on this. I'm giving it a straight up 4. Complex, very well layered. I probably would have liked to have seen something a little bit darker going on, but the fact that it had, 12 years of aging in Scotland doesn't necessarily lend itself too well into, more barrel intense notes. So yeah, that's a personal preference thing, but it was really, really enjoyable. 4 for me on the nose. Palate, it's going to drop it down a little bit because I think that having to add a little bit of water, you're doing a little bit more work on it than would be required. Still good, still enjoyable. May not be the most approachable for necessarily a bourbon drinker, but if this is built for those who are more accustomed to Scotch as a palate, then this is probably more of what you're going to be accustomed to. 3.5 on the palate. Finish is also a 3.5. Quite good. Goes a little bit on the sweeter side, definitely towards something more like nutmeg, French vanilla, with hints of like honeysuckle as well. Adding that water to definitely helped brighten it up, give life to something that wasn't present beforehand. But again, if you want to just experience it on its own, that is what it is. All in all, can still be a very enjoyable whiskey. Price, $185. It could be a little bit out of some people's price range, especially for the fact that this is only 15 years old. However, there are 236 bottles, I think is what the bottle count was on here. Yes, 236. So quite a good availability. I think the fact that there's some story behind this. I think the fact that there's a little bit of a gimmick. I think the fact that there was some transportation of this product to and from the United States is lending itself to a slightly elevated price point. I understand all that. $185 is a little bit high for me. That being said, though, I kind of understand it, but would like to see it maybe more in like the $150 range, maybe even at topping out at like $165. So for that, I'm going to give it a 3.5 as well. So, all things considered, it is a 14.5, which is still a recommend for me. I think that at the very least, try it maybe at a bar if you see it. If you have the chance to try it, with a friend or split it with a friend. It's definitely one of those if you, and again, like, I'm not entirely sure that this is Heaven Hill, but it does kind of like give some clues towards being Heaven Hill. If it is, and you're a Heaven Hill purist or collector, I think that this is an interesting piece to have in your in your collection, and fun to break out at tastings as well. So with that in mind, thank you to Perfect Fifth. Thank you to Amy. Thank you to Canongate, everybody over there, for giving me the opportunity to try this out, to give it an honest and fair review. It was a free sample. I wasn't paid or anything. I always have to say this whenever I get samples, just trying to, be as clear as possible about things. But yes, there we go. We have no barrel rings for the birthday episode, which is fine. It's fine. I will take this time to say, though, that if you don't normally tune into the live streams that happen on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern on youtube.com/This Is My Bourbon Podcast or twitch.tv/My Bourbon Pod, or on the Facebook page. You pick your poison, I will be streaming on my birthday tomorrow night as of the release of this episode, August 7th. For my birthday, because why not? So stop on by. Come say hey. Going to be having a good time. And would love to see you there. It would be a great pleasure to see you stop by for the birthday stream. Still going to be doing some news. Still going to be probably doing a flight or some kind of review. Who's to say? We'll find out. We usually, don't kind of know until, well, we know. So that's how far out in advance we plan these things. But don't have any barrel rings, but that is the listener-driven segment of the show that you can participate in by calling our hotline or leaving us leaving us a voicemail or sending us a text message. The number is 859-428-8253. Call it right now while you're listening. Leave that voicemail. I'll listen to it live on air. Send that text message. I'll read it out live on air. And anything you think about, I'll be happy to talk about it, I guess. Discuss it with the people. It's your time. This is your segment of the show where you can become the co-host with me momentarily. High proof hot takes, though. I don't want to be in a bad mood. It's a segment of the show that I normally kind of have a little rant about things that have been bugging me. But I don't have anything, man. It's my birthday week. I'm in a good mood. I just want to drink whiskey and hang out with people and see y'all and talk to you. You know, good stuff. Tips and bits, though. Segment of the show where I recommend things that I have been watching, I have been reading, I have been listening to, I have been enjoying, that I also want you to check out because I think you would like them as well. Let's see. I still got movies that I can recommend from when I was on vacation. One in particular was the theatrical full-length film that was based off of a very popular YouTube video, which is always a great way to introduce anything. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, which holds the original video holds such a dear place in my heart, being a millennial. Just goofy as all can be. Incredible. I highly recommend it. It's an A24 film, of course, but it's so good, man. It's so good. I had something else in the back of my head that I was gonna recommend. That friend of mine posted about needing a break from real life and just doing an adult coloring book. And I didn't realize adult coloring books were even really still a thing. I can't see myself getting into adult coloring books personally. But if that's your thing, if that's something that would help reduce your anxiety, go for it, I suppose. I don't know. Oh, man, but I do suppose I need to let you know that right now, the best thing you can do to support the show is head to patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast. And for as little as $1 a month, you get bonus content every single daggum week. During the month of August, which we also call Big Ass August here at the podcast, you get bonus content on top of your bonus content that's going to come out pretty regularly throughout the weeks. Going to be bringing back some stuff that I haven't done in a while. Going to be adding a couple of things that I've never done before. Live streams just for Patreon, hangouts just for Patreon in the Discord as well. You can send an email with your questions, or also from $1 and up, you get access to the Discord as well. You can also be a free member of the Patreon, just to kind of keep up with some things that we do. It gets you the chance to consider, I suppose, supporting the show. It's in your feed. It's in the back of your head, I guess. There's a pitch. You can also send an email with questions or comments to thisismybourbonshop@gmail.com. I check that email pretty much daily because it's also where I, get correspondence from people who are booking for the show. So if you want to contact me there, it's a great place to do so. If you have mail you want to send, whether it's bottles, samples, snail mail, whatever, we have a P.O. Box. It's P.O. Box 22609, Lexington, Kentucky, 40522. That P.O. Box won't be open forever, but it is right now, and it's waiting for you and your mail. So please, send something in. We'd love it. I would love it. You can check out all of our merch and apparel at bourbonshop.threadless.com, including but not limited to the shirt that I'm wearing right now. This is my Bourbon Podcast logo shirt. We also got the This is My Bourbon Drinking shirt logo shirt over there. Stickers, hats, skateboards, mugs, all sorts of stuff. Follow on socials at My Bourbon Pod all over the place. I'm also at PRitter1792. Pretty much everywhere, I think. And then last but not least, leave us a 5-star rating and review on your podcast app of choice. It's the best way to push us up in the algorithm. I think that's how that works. I can't remember. Even if you don't leave a full review, you can still leave a 5-star rating, especially in the Apple Podcast app. You just scroll on down on the main feed, hit that 5 stars, and it helps out a lot. And that does it for this week. I will see you next week. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing just yet, but we'll get there. It's just like we always do, because that's how we roll. Thank you so much for listening. Happy Big Ass August. Hope you have a great one. See you real soon. Until then, though, I'm Perry, and this is my Bourbon Podcast.